Something unusual is happening right now. And no, this isn't one of those moments people will talk about later, because most people won't even realize it happened. Not because it's small, but because it's too powerful to be obvious. Right now, as you're watching this, a rare cosmic sequence is unfolding above you. Silent, precise, and perfectly timed. March 18th isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a convergence. A moment where 6 rare alignments and a new moon collide, creating a window of energy that hasn't formed like this in decades, possibly even lifetimes. And here's what makes this different. This kind of energy doesn't announce itself. It doesn't create noise. It creates shifts. Subtle at first, but irreversible once they begin. Which means some people will wake up tomorrow feeling like something changed, but they won't know why. While others, they'll recognize it instantly, and they'll move fast. Because the truth is, when energy like this appears, it doesn't wait. It responds to your awareness, to your decisions, to what you choose in this exact moment. So let me ask you something. Have you felt it? That slight pressure in your thoughts, that sudden need to rethink your path, that quiet feeling that something is about to change. That's not random, that's alignment. And here's the part almost nobody is ready to hear. The people who notice this shift early, they don't just experience change, they get ahead of it. Everyone else, they loop. Same patterns, same delays, same outcomes. So the real question is, are you about to miss a moment that could quietly alter your entire timeline? Or are you one of the few who can feel it before it becomes obvious to everyone else? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal next will explain exactly why the last 48 hours have felt different, and what it means for what's coming next. For the last few days, something hasn't felt normal, not completely wrong, but not the same either. And if you've been paying attention, you've probably noticed it. Those sudden emotional waves that hit out of nowhere. Moments where your mood shifts without a clear reason. Random thoughts about your future showing up at the most unexpected times. Old memories resurfacing. Things you thought you had already moved past. And that strange urge to disconnect. To pull away from noise, from people, from routines that suddenly feel misaligned. That's not random. That's not you overthinking. That's preparation. Because before any major cosmic shift, there is always a phase most people overlook. The invisible buildup. It's quiet, subtle, easy to ignore if you're distracted, but incredibly powerful if you're aware. This is the phase where your mind starts recalibrating, where your emotions begin releasing what no longer fits, where your intuition starts pushing signals to the surface. Not loudly, but consistently. And right now, we are in that phase. Which means what you're feeling isn't confusion, it's adjustment. You see, most people expect change to be loud, obvious, immediate. They think transformation shows up as a sudden breakthrough, a big moment, a clear sign. But real transformation doesn't work like that. It doesn't start with action. It starts with awareness, a shift in how you think, a shift in what you feel drawn to, and what you're no longer willing to tolerate. That's how you know something bigger is approaching. Because before your external world changes, your internal world begins to move first. And that's exactly what's happening right now. These thoughts, these feelings, these subtle disruptions in your normal patterns, they are not here to confuse you. They're here to prepare you, to loosen old attachments, to bring hidden patterns into your awareness, to get you ready for what's about to activate. Because March 18th is not the beginning of the change. It's the ignition point, the moment where everything that's been building beneath the surface finally starts to move. And here's what most people miss. If you ignore the buildup, the shift will feel overwhelming. But if you recognize it early, you gain control over how it unfolds. So the real question is, are you resisting what you're feeling right now, or are you starting to understand it? Because this phase, it's not here to slow you down. It's here to align you before everything accelerates. Now here's where things start to intensify, because this isn't just about one alignment. If it were just one, you might feel a shift, but you could still ignore it. You could still move through your day like nothing is changing. That's not what's happening here. This is 6 alignments, stacked within a narrow energetic window. And that is extremely rare. Not just uncommon, rare enough that most people will never consciously experience it at this level. Because each alignment carries its own influence, its own frequency, its own pressure. But when they begin to overlap, when they start stacking on top of each other, they don't just coexist, they amplify. Think of it like this. One wave can move you, but 6 waves hitting at the same time, that changes your direction completely. And right now, that's exactly what's building. Each alignment is acting like a layer of pressure. One influencing your thoughts, another affecting your emotions, another pushing your decisions, another exposing what's been hidden. And when all 6 are active together, they create something astrologers refer to as an amplification window. This is where things stop moving at a normal pace and start accelerating fast, which means the usual rules don't fully apply. Time feels different, decisions feel heavier, moments feel more significant than they should. Because during an amplification window, everything carries more weight. Your focus, your reactions, your choices. Even the smallest action you take right now has the potential to create a ripple effect that moves much further than expected. And the same is true in reverse. Small mistakes, small distractions, small moments of hesitation. They don't stay small, they expand. This is why some people, during these rare windows, suddenly experience breakthroughs that seem almost unreal. Opportunities appear, clarity hits, things start aligning quickly. It feels like momentum is finally on their side. But at the exact same time, others experience the opposite. Unexpected endings, disruptions, things falling apart without warning. And from the outside, it doesn't make sense. Same day, same energy, completely different outcomes. But here's the truth. Most people never realize. The energy isn't choosing favorites. It's responding to your state, to your awareness, to what you've been consistently doing beneath the surface. Because amplification doesn't create something new. It magnifies what's already there. So if you've been building discipline, clarity, alignment, this energy accelerates you forward. But if you've been stuck in cycles, avoiding decisions, ignoring what you know you need to change, this same energy will expose it, quickly, and without warning. That's why this moment matters more than it seems. Because right now, life isn't moving in a straight line, it's multiplying. And the real question is, what exactly is being amplified in your life at this very moment? Because whatever it is, it's about to get stronger. Now add this on top of everything we just talked about. A new moon, and this is where things shift, even deeper. Because new moons are often misunderstood. Most people think they're just symbolic, a fresh start, a clean slate. But that's only half the truth. A new moon isn't about what you see, it's about what begins in the dark, before anything becomes visible, before any result shows up in your reality. There's a moment where everything is forming beneath the surface, quietly, unnoticed, and that's exactly what a new moon represents. It's not loud, it doesn't announce itself, but it sets things in motion. This is where intentions are planted. Not just what you say you want, but what you've been consistently thinking, what you've been emotionally feeding, what you've been repeating day after day, even unconsciously. And here's where most people get it wrong. You don't create your future during a new moon. You reveal it. Because at this point, there's already momentum. There's already a pattern in motion. And the new moon doesn't question it. It locks it in. Which means whatever has been dominant in your mind lately, that's what gets reinforced. That's what begins to take shape. That's what starts moving toward physical reality. Now here's why March 18th is different. This new moon isn't neutral. It's not passive. It's highly sensitive to your internal state, your focus, your emotions, your level of awareness. Which means this isn't just a reset. It's a magnified reset. If you've been aligned, clear, intentional, then this moment becomes powerful. Things begin to organize in your favor. You gain clarity faster. Decisions feel easier. Momentum builds. But if you've been distracted, scattered, avoiding what you already know needs your attention, then this doesn't feel like a fresh start. It feels like pressure, like something is forcing you to confront what you've been putting off. That's not a coincidence. That's the new moon doing exactly what it's designed to do. Bring your internal reality to the surface, so it can no longer be ignored. Because this energy doesn't create illusions. It reveals truth. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Pause for a second. Seriously, pause. Think about your last 72 hours. Not just what you did, but how you felt. What kept repeating in your mind? What emotions kept showing up? What thoughts kept pulling your attention back again and again? Because that right there, that pattern, is exactly what this energy is about to amplify. Not what you wish would happen, not what you say you want, but what you've actually been living internally. So ask yourself honestly, is that pattern something you want to grow, or something you need to break before it locks in? Because once this window closes, what's been set in motion will begin to unfold. Here's the truth no one really talks about. Most people will completely miss this moment, not because it's hidden, not because it's complicated, but because they're distracted, constantly, scrolling without thinking, reacting without awareness, filling their mind with noise that feels important, but actually changes nothing. And while all of that is happening, something real is shifting, quietly, without announcement, without permission. Because the most powerful changes in life don't happen loudly, they happen beneath the surface, and only the people who are paying attention actually notice when it begins. This is how timelines split, not in some dramatic, obvious way, but subtly, silently, on the same exact day, under the same exact sky, with the same exact energy available to everyone. Two completely different realities begin to form. Some people feel stuck, heavy, confused, like nothing is moving, no matter how hard they try. And at the exact same time, others experience sudden clarity. Opportunities open. Decisions become obvious. Momentum builds almost effortlessly. From the outside, it looks random, unfair even, but it's not, because the difference isn't luck, it's attention. Where you place it determines what you experience. If your attention is scattered, pulled in 10 different directions, focused on things that drain you instead of move you forward, then even powerful energy feels wasted. You miss the signals, you ignore the shifts, you stay in the same loop. But when your attention becomes intentional, when you start noticing what actually matters, what you're feeling, what's changing, what's trying to get your attention, everything begins to look different, because suddenly you're not reacting anymore. You're observing, you're choosing, you're aligning. And that's when things start to move. Not because the energy changed, but because your awareness did. So understand this. March 18th isn't separating people based on who deserves more. It's revealing who is paying attention. Because in moments like this, awareness is the advantage. And the ones who recognize what's happening early, they don't just witness the shift, they step into it, while everyone else is still distracted by the noise. Right now, whether you realize it or not, two paths are forming in front of you. Not weeks from now, not someday in the future, right now. And the difference between them? It's subtle, but it's powerful. Path 1. Stay the same. Keep repeating the habits that feel familiar, even if they're holding you back. Ignore that quiet inner voice telling you something needs to change. Delay the decision you already know you need to make. Tell yourself, later. Just one more time. And that path? It feels comfortable, predictable, safe. But it leads to one thing. More of the same. Same patterns, same frustrations, same results. Repeating on a different day. Now path 2. It requires something different. Awareness, honesty, action. This is where you start paying attention to what you've been ignoring. Where you stop second-guessing what you feel deep down. Where you make the move you've been postponing. Even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Because you know staying the same costs more. And that path? It doesn't feel easy in the beginning, but it leads to something powerful. Acceleration, momentum, clear shifts that you can actually feel. Because the moment you align your actions with what you already know, everything starts responding faster. That's why March 18th matters. Because this moment isn't here to force you into change. It's not here to push you. It's here to reveal your options, to show you exactly where each path leads, before you fully commit to one. Because alignment isn't something that happens to you. It's something you choose. And once you choose it, everything begins to move differently, faster, clearer, more intentional. And that changes everything. Here's the part most people underestimate. This kind of alignment doesn't stay open for long. It's not permanent. It's not something you can come back to next week. This window, it's brief, and it's already moving, right now. And once it passes, everything stabilizes again. The intensity fades, the signals quiet down, and the opportunity to act within this amplified energy closes. Which means, what you choose in this moment doesn't just create a small shift, it echoes further than usual, longer than usual, because decisions made during windows like this carry more weight, they set direction. So don't treat this like a normal day. Don't brush it off. Don't delay what you already feel, because this isn't just another moment you can ignore and revisit later. You either move with it or you watch it pass. And once it's gone, you don't get the same version of this energy back. So the real question is, are you going to use this window or miss it while it's quietly slipping away? If you've felt something shifting lately, that subtle change in your thoughts, that quiet pull in your chest, that feeling like something is about to happen, even if you can't explain it, this is your confirmation. You're not overthinking. You're not imagining it. You're responding to something real, something that most people will overlook. But you didn't. And that matters, because moments like this don't show up randomly. They show up when you're ready to see them. So here's what you do next. Slow down. Not everything needs immediate action, but everything needs awareness. Get clear on what you've been feeling, what's been repeating, what no longer feels aligned in your life. And most importantly, don't ignore what your intuition is trying to show you right now. Because that voice, it gets louder for a reason, not to confuse you, but to guide you. This moment, it's rare, and the people who recognize it early, they don't just sit back and watch change happen. They move with it, they step into it, they lead it. And maybe that's not a coincidence. Maybe that's exactly why this video found you. At this exact moment, before you leave, I want you to do something simple, but powerful. Comment this word, align, If you can feel this shift already, if something inside you is telling you, this is real, and if you're not fully sure yet, that's okay. Comment, ready, because that means you're open. And when you're open, change doesn't just happen around you, it happens for you. And trust me, something is already starting to move.